पूरा एपिसोड देखने के लिए सोनी लिव ऐप डाउनलोड करें।
In this North Zone round of Quiz of the Year, we have Columba School from Delhi, Dr. Virendra Swarup Education Centre from Kanpur, BCM Arya Model School from Ludhiana, and Sunbeam School Curated from Varanasi. Welcome to this quiz that has school students from around the country vying for the title of Quizzer of the Year. I'm your host, Joy Bhattacharya. I'm an avid quizzer, quizmaster, writer, sports administrator, and producer. Clearly, I like to wear many hats. I'm thrilled to be here with our young quizzers and with all the people who are watching this on their screens. From time immemorial, sports and sporting events have been the highlights of our life. So what is the first sport that was ever played? It might be hard to tell for sure, but wrestling and boxing are widely regarded to be among the first sports ever. And of course, running would also qualify. This answer is of course lost in the mists of time. But one thing we know for sure, the oldest organized and competitive sporting event was the ancient Olympics, which definitely dates back to 776 BC and was usually held every 4 years till 393 AD. That's more than 1,000 years. We are now, of course, in the age of video streaming, and sporting events are not restricted to the confines of a local field for viewers, but are instantly beamed out and broadcast across the whole world on satellite. And on QOTY, which is a mind sport event, we have the country's biggest all-digital quiz contest, where our quizzers who might be playing daily on our app are right now joining us from their home cities in far-flung places via video conferencing on the internet. Let's meet today's contenders. Columba School from Delhi, represented by Aditya Narayan Padi and T. Samanwe. Next up, Dr. Virendra Swarup Education Centre from Kanpur, represented by Ashwin Singh and Ojas Dikshit. Thirdly, we have BCM Arya Model School from Ludhiana, represented by Manya Jindal and Daksh Kishore. And finally, Sunbeam School Lehetala from Varanasi, represented by Shashwat Mishra and Aryan Krishna. Welcome, sporting warriors. Your daily drill on the QOTY app and your exceptional determination and zeal for quizzing has brought you this far to a zonal playoff round. You've earned your spot in this relay of excellence. You've proven that true champions don't just dominate in the physical sport, but also in the realm of knowledge. With that, let the jousting in our quizzing arena begin. In our first round of whimsical wordplay, which is a nice, friendly round to pile up points, our teams will juggle consonants, stumble through vowels, and execute lexical acrobatics. It's an alphabet soup that needs to be unraveled. We call it Vertigo. In this round, each team has 40 seconds to identify 5 words on a letter square with a particular theme. There are no negative marks. Each correct word earns 5 points, and completing all 5 words gets you a bonus of 5 points. Our first team is Columba School from Delhi, and a quick hello to them before we start off. First up, Aditya. Aditya, apparently you love thriller novels. Do you have a favorite?
I have one. It is Angels and Demons by Dan Brown.
And why specifically that novel?
Because I am a history buff by hobby, so...
Don't worry, I am too, so I'm totally on your side on this one. All the very best. Samanwe, you love coding. What specific language do you prefer coding in?
I prefer Python, HTML and CSS.
I used to prefer Fortran because that was the language when I was a software engineer. Well, here's your first Vertigo question coming up now. And the question is, identify 5 Indian sweets or desserts from this grid. And now for the letters. Your time starts now.
Modak.
Modak is correct.
Kulfi. And...
Kulfi is correct.
Khaja.
Could be Khaja, you said.
Barfi.
Khaja is correct.
Barfi.
2 more to go.
By
Barfi, you got the fourth. Just one more to go after this. Across, down, you can look diagonally. It could be in any direction. Keep looking. Overlapping, they could be overlapping with another one as well. 5 seconds left. One more to go. And that's time. Bad luck. You got 4 really good ones. You got yourself modak, barfi, kulfi, and khaja. The one you missed was the diagonal, and that was, of course, pera. You can see pera coming down. Could be eliminated. That's it. Bad luck. You did really well for yourself, but 20 points is really good to start off with, St. Columbus. Well done. Let's move to team number 2. And team number 2 is Dr. Virendra Swarup Education Centre from Kanpur, represented by Ashwin and Ojas. Ashwin, I know you want to save the environment. What would you do if you had a chance? How would you try and save the environment, Ashwin?
Maybe encourage carpooling and all. That would be much better option.
Kanpur is also very crowded, so that's something I'll remember the next time I go to Kanpur. I must carpool. And Ojas, of course, you want to change the world. How do you want to change the world? You have many theories about it, apparently. Tell us a little bit more about it.
So changing the world is a man-made task, but actually, as Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. So firstly, I would like to produce changes in myself, be a better human, have an impact on the climate and our society, and thus encourage other people to follow me.
Wonderful. You already stole my heart by quoting Mahatma Gandhi. Wonderful, wonderful answer out there. Ojas and Ashwin, all the very best. Let's see what your question is. Here's your question. Identify 5 Amitabh Bachchan films. Do you like Amitabh Bachchan?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And of course, he's one of our most famous hosts, quiz show hosts as well. So here is your grid. And here are your letters. 5 Amitabh films.
Sholay.
Sholay. That's correct. It could be diagonal, up, down, across, each way. Keep going.
Black.
Black is correct too. Keep going. Very good.
Pink.
Black, pink, Sholay. Excellent. 2 more to go. Remember, they could be straight, they could be diagonal as well. Jund. You've got 4. Come on. 1 more to go and you get yourself bonus as well. Think small.
Op day.
Bad luck. You were so close, but you got yourself 20 points. The ones you got, of course, were Black, Pink, Sholay and Jund. And the one you missed was also remade later. It's called Dawn.
पूरा एपिसोड देखने के लिए सोनी लिव ऐप डाउनलोड करें।